Log her in. Wake her up.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up! Come on, wakey.
How did it begin? How did it begin?
How did what begin?
The series of events that brought you here. How it began.
You tell me.
How did it begin?
I guess it started when I found it.
What did you find? You must be precise.
I found a book.
You found an illegal offline book. You must be precise.
Okay, I must be precise. I found an illegal offline book.
Whose?
I found an illegal offline book of a man I met.
Of the man you plotted treason with. You must be precise.
You already know what happened. Why don't you save yourself some time and just kill me?
There's no rush. First, tell us how it began.
You already know.
Yes. Tell us.
You have his diary.
Yes, we do. Tell us.
I can't remember.
Well, tell us what you do remember then. Be precise. The followers are here to help you. They will reconstruct your confession, and they'll use these confiscated items from the offline world to add verisimilitude, so no detail is lost. Tell us about the first time you saw the man.
I don't know when I saw him.
Well, the first time you remember seeing him then.
I didn't know his name, but...
You liked him.
Hell no, I thought he was a jerk.
Tell us about the first time you remember seeing the man. Be precise.
It was in the period between lockdowns. We had resumed the work in-person routine. It was in the common room of the Ministry of Truth. We'd moved the chairs aside so we could all face the telescreen for the 2-minute hate. I don't know why he was there. Another Big Brother fanboy, I thought. Then the face flashed onto the screen.
What face?
You know what face.
Goldstein!
Emmanuel Goldstein, enemy of the connected world.
How did you feel?
What does it matter?
How did you feel?
I don't know. Bored, seeing his face, hearing that strange voice say the same old things.
Such as?
You know.
The bubble is burst. There's no real threat out there. You should be able to travel the world freely.
It bored me to death.
Disconnect all traitors of the supersphere.
He tried to fit in, but the more he did, the more pathetic he looked.
Did you also scream as well?
Of course.
Cancel the swine, Goldstein! He's a liar! Get him! Kill him!
Why?
Because that's what you do during the 2 minutes hate. You hate.
Did you hate Goldstein?
I hated that man. I hated him and all the people in the room.
Why?
Because there were a bunch of woke little followers. It made me feel...
What happened then?
Goldstein's face was joined by a bunch of Metasphere hackers.
No.
They were trying to burst our bubble and spread some new virus.
No.
Then it was all gone and replaced with...
Big Brother.
Big Brother!
Followers of the Supersphere, do not fear. Together, we will defeat the people of the Metasphere and crush the terrorist Goldstein and his deniers who would undermine our safe bubble. Soon, the other bubbles will be burst, and our Supersphere will finally be saved, and our health will not be threatened ever again.
Did you cheer?
The hell I did.
And then? And then?
Then Big Brother disappeared, was replaced with the words...
To be confined is to be free.
Information is manipulation.
Defending is offending.
Then I left. We crossed for a second.
Did he notice you?
He was staring at me. I get that more than you would expect. That was the first time I remember seeing him.
Did you think you'd see him again?
The soldier brought me here,
Did they?
I suppose. I was barely conscious.
Do you know for how long?
Hours, days,
Not that long. Do you know where you are?
Ministry of Love. Where's Winston?
Continue with your story.
Where's Winston?
Continue with your story.
You've seen everything that's happened to me since I've been here.
Have we?
Where's Winston?
Continue with your story.
I was brought to this cell, which was crowded. Common criminals mostly.
Did you know any of the prisoners?
You know I did. Syme.
Ah, Larson, you too?
What are you in for?
Well, we were producing a Newspeak edition of the poems of Kipling. I allowed the word God to be remained at the end of the line. Who could get offended by that? I could not help it. It was impossible to change the line because the rhyme was wrong. And do you realize that in the entire English language, there are only 12 rhymes to the word God? Clod, nod, anthropod, none of them made any sense. Has it ever occurred to you that the entire history of English poetry has been determined by the fact that such language lacks enough rhymes?
Had that ever occurred to you?
No, and given the circumstances, it didn't strike me as very interesting or important.
Quiet. That's what happened next, wasn't it? The telescreen told you.
Yes, right, quite right. The telescreen told us to be quiet. We were quiet for a long time. Hours, days, weeks.
Not that long.
Larson.
It was Parsons.
You too? How can that be?
Thought crime. They won't shoot me, right? I didn't do anything wrong. It was just thoughts. I know they hurt your hearing. They'll know my record too, right? They know I'm a good follower of Big Brother. Maybe I'll get off with 5 years, or even 10 years. I'll be very useful in a labor camp. They won't shoot me for some thoughts, right?
I can't believe you're guilty.
Of course I am. You only think that Big Brother will arrest an innocent man, right?
Of course not.
Thought crime. It's such a dreadful thing, Larson. There I was working away, and do you know what they catch me saying in my sleep? Down with Big Brother. Yes, I said that over and over. I'm so glad they caught me before I went any further. You know what I'm going to say to them as I go up to the tribunal? Thank you. Thank you for catching me before it's too late.
Who denounced you?
My little daughter. She's connected to my telescreen, just like what her school told her to do. Very smart for 7, eh? Shows I brought her up right. I should count for something, right?
Shouldn't it?
Perhaps. Syme, 2713 Syme J. Remain where you are, face the door, make no movement. Guards.
Wait, what else do you
Room
want from
101.
me? I've told you everything. Just tell me what do you want, I'll confront straight away. Write it down, I'll sign it. Anything. Come on. Wait, what
Come
else
on,
do you want?
follower Syme.
Wait, do you want me to give someone else? Is that it? Oh my god, wait, you didn't hear what she said in the cafeteria.
Be quiet
You
and
should be
come
taking
on,
notes.
follower
You
Syme,
listen,
come
Russell.
on.
She's been inappropriate from day one. She's the one plotting against Big Brother. Take her out.
We're
No,
just
come
doing our
on.
job.
This is
10.
lame.
One by one, they were all taken away. Parsons seemed almost happy. I don't know how long I've been alone. Hours, days, weeks.
Not that long. What happened next?
That O'Brien appeared.
We don't need your help for enacting that scene, do we? We don't need you.
O'Brien, they got you too?
Follower O'Brien. And yes, Julia, they got me a long time ago. I never deceived you. You knew I was part of the system. You've always known it.
I guess I knew since the first day I met you, follower O'Brien.
And now we get to talk face to face again. Where will it be? Oh, yes. The place where there's no darkness. Room 101.
Yes. Yes, O'Brien. Often. Yes. No. A spy in the pay of the Ultraspherean government. Not room 101. No. No. Yes. A biosphere permit. No. I've been in personal touch with Goldstein, and I've been a member of an underground organization. Often. I plan to burst the superspherean bubble and to spread a new virus. Yes. Yes.
Don't worry, Julia. You're in my keeping now. I'm going to save you. You believe that, don't you?
I answered all the questions. I've been precise. What else is there?
Oh. There's always more, Julia. That was 40. The numbers on this dial run up to 100. If you tell me any lies, there's going to be pain instantly. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm taking this trouble with you, Julia, because you're worth the trouble, but you're crazy. And instead of curing yourself, you cling to your disease like it's some sort of virtue. For example, who is the supersphere at war with?
The supersphere is at war with the ultrasphere.
But you don't believe that, do you, Julia? The truth, please, Julia. Well, your truth. Tell me what you think you remember.
I remember until only a month before I was arrested, when the diary was first written, the war was not against the ultrasphere, the war was against the manosphere.
One of your dreams?
It was a dream.
Not a dream. It happened. It took us weeks to rewrite all the old websites, changing the ultrasphere for the manosphere. You know it. You must remember it.
I do not remember it.
You must.
Such a memory does not exist because such an event never happened.
The suprasphere is at war with the ultrasphere. The suprasphere has always been at war with the ultrasphere.
You said, who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. And where does the past exist, my friends?
On our website, it is written...
Oh, Big Brother controls all of the internet. Where else?
Videos, audios, pictures.
Well, Big Brother controls the algorithm that suggests all of your media to you.
In the mind, in human memories.
Well, we control all memories.
You don't control mine.
No. You haven't controlled it. Only the disciplined mind can see reality, Julia. Do you remember writing with your own hand in his diary, freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4.
Yes.
How many fingers am I holding up, Julia?
4.
And if all of our followers here, everyone around you says that it's 5, how many?
4.
How many fingers, Julia?
4.
How many fingers, Julia?
4. What else can I say? 4.
How many fingers, Julia?
Stop it! Stop.
How many fingers, Julia?
5.
No. It's no use because you're lying. You still think that there are 4. How many fingers, please?
4. 5. Anything you like, only stop it. Stop it.
You must see 5.
How can I help seeing what's in front of my eyes?
Try. 2 + 2 is?
Why are we wasting our time with this?
Because she's worth the trouble.
2 and 2 are 4.
Sometimes, Julia. Sometimes they're 5. Sometimes they're 3. Sometimes they're both at the same time. You must try harder. It is not easy to become sane.
I would see 5 if I could. I'm trying to see 5.
Which do you wish? To make me think you see 5, or to actually see them?
Actually, to see them.
We'll see. That was 75. How many fingers, Julia?
4. I suppose there are 4.
90. How many fingers am I holding up, Julia?
I don't know you. Kill me if you do that again. 4, 5, 6, anything you like. I don't know.
Okay, that's better. You know what, Julia? You interest me. Before we bring this session to an end, well, you can ask me a few questions if you like. Anything.
What have you done with Winston?
I? Well, I haven't done anything with Winston. He is not my concern right now. You, right here, right now, all that is.
Where is he?
Next question.
Where is he?
Next question.
Does Big Brother exist?
Of course he exists.
Does he exist in the same way as I exist?
You don't exist.
Is there still a pandemic out there? Is our house in real peril? Are we safe outside our bubble?
Next question.
Is Goldstein's book real?
Well, of course. I wrote it.
You wrote?
Well, I helped to write it. It was more of an adaptation.
But Goldstein, the Brotherhood.
Well, they instill fear. And to instill fear, we need some common enemy. The best way to control a rebellion is to start it yourself.
You are monsters!
We are in the business of fear. We place it into human minds to manipulate them to our choosing. We create a world where everybody controls everybody else, where there's no loyalty, except fanatical loyalty to the system. There's no love except the passionate love for Big Brother. And there's nothing that we're not in control of.
You don't control the climate or the laws of gravity. You can't change reality.
Reality is inside the head, Julia. And if Big Brother says 4 is 5, day is night, or love is hate, well...
You can't make a civilization of fear and hatred and cruelty.
Why not?
I don't know. Somehow in the end we'll beat you. Sooner or later, we'll tear you to pieces.
I see no evidence of that happening. Do you? And what is it exactly that will defeat us?
Human spirit.
The human spirit? Do you consider yourself morally superior to us with all of our lies and cruelty?
Yes.
Oh, Julia! Right here. You were prepared to cheat, yes. To hack, yes. Blackmail, yes. To commit murder, yes. To commit acts of sabotage, maybe affecting hundreds of innocent people, oh yes. It was like a marriage vow. Take a good look, Julia. Right there. That is the guardian of the human spirit.
You did this. You reduced me to this.
No, Julia. You reduced yourself to it. This is what you accepted when you set yourself up against us. Now what are you? A shitbag. Can you think of a single degradation you haven't brought upon yourself?
I have not betrayed Winston.
Julia, what country is the super sphere at war with?
I don't know.
The super sphere is at war with the ultrasphere. Do you remember that now?
Yes.
The supersphere has always been at war with the ultrasphere. Since the beginning of your life, since the beginning of history, this war has continued without a break. Always the same war. You remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Just now, I held up my hand to you and you saw 5 fingers. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You see 5 fingers?
Yes. No. Don't. O'Brien, don't leave. Don't leave me alone, O'Brien. O'Brien. I can't. To be connected is to be confined is to be free. Information is manipulation. Defending is 2 and 2 makes 5. The supersphere is at war with the ultrasphere. The supersphere has always been at war with the ultrasphere. Nothing exists in my mind.
I'm not listening to this anymore. Quiet! Would you shut up? I'm tired of listening to this.
It's our department.
Tell us that and tell us, all of you.
It's not about us. It's
It's about how long we've listened to this maniac before we blow her brains out.
That is not our department.
We're here to help her confess.
So that our police can shoot her, well, I say let's get on with it.
It's not our trial.
What if
We're
it
here
is?
to help her confess and make her well.
What if it is our trial? What if what's really going on here is a test to see how we react to her
Big
thought crime?
Brother wasn't.
To see how we stomach her treason, her dreams.
We've always been good followers.
Bullshit, you, all of you. Follower, we're only doing what we're told to.
We are told to love Big Brother and crush the enemy.
Yes.
I dreamt.
You know what I dreamed, Goldstein? You know what I dreamed? I dreamed that I'm doing my job, that I'm serving the supersphere. And then you know what? I wake up, I do my job, I serve the supersphere. My life is a dream. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Cancel ghosting!
Long live Big Brother!
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 My love. Please. Kill me. Please.
Be patient, Julia. The time has now come for you to take that last step. The time has come for you to love Big Brother. Not obey him. Love him. You have to understand that only he can show you the truth. Only Big Brother can answer all those questions and relieve the pain you've had all your life.
Kill me.
Oh, not yet. Did you ever wonder, Julia, what this is, what's in Room 101? Well, I'll tell you all. You already know. In fact, everyone knows. The thing that's in Room 101, well, it's the one thing that you fear most of all. It varies from person to person. Sometimes it's a virus, sometimes fire, floods, death by drowning, 50 other deaths. Sometimes it's kind of trivial and not even fatal. In your case, the worst thing in the world happens to be silence. You know, Julia here was an offliner. One of them, born an offliner. And you were free. But one day you were given the choice between that freedom or security. And you chose the easy route. You bargained a simple life for temporary commodities, technology, easiness, immediateness. And your days became full of noise.
What is it you want me to do?
Oh, Julia, pain is not always enough. A person can resist pain, even to the point of death. But for everyone, there's something unendurable. You're going to do what's required of you.
But what is it? What is it? How can I do it if I don't know what it is?
You know what it is.
I don't. I swear I don't.
Julia, do you understand the construction of this room? This is a room of silence. These walls completely soundproof. Impossible to get a signal in or out. You will spend the rest of your life in complete silence. Well, you'll probably scream. You'll be able to hear your own screams, but you'll be confined in silence forever.
No, don't do this to me. No. Do it to Winston. Do it to Winston, not me. Winston. I don't care what you do to him. Isolate him. Just gonna have to torture him. I don't care. Do it to Winston. Not me. Please. Not me. Please.
You see? You actually knew what to do all along. Big Brothers freed you from your insanity and laid you bare to yourself. Your love was a lie, an illusion, as insubstantial as smoke, the Brotherhood, Goldstein, or the revolution that you so foolishly believed in.
Winston, I betrayed him.
Oh, all you ever did was let go of the last of your delusions. The worst thing in the world isn't confinement and isolation, Julia. It's opening that last door in your mind and standing naked before yourself, seeing yourself as you really are. That is our gift. Big Brother's gift.
Winston, did Winston?
Oh, yes. I have seldom seen anyone come over to us as quickly as he did. He betrayed you, Julia, completely and utterly and instantly. All of his rebelliousness, his deceit, his dirty-mindedness, everything has been burned out of him. You would hardly recognize him now.
I feel empty.
As a clear, clean glass. We will fill you up again.
Before you shoot me?
I promise.
Thank you. I love you.
Oh, no, Julia. Not me.
Attention followers, wonderful news from the outer bubble front. In a vast strategic maneuver, the armies of the supersphere have destroyed the outer bubble of the ultrasphere. Over 1 million killed. The whole of the second ring is now in our control. This triumph brings the war near to its end. Big Brother has brought us the greatest victory in human history.